Dragon Warp by Agafu Parax. Picture of a KT engine from a Starliner by St. William's Forestry Station. When the bigger, smarter, more advanced dragons realized their kind was in danger of extinction at the hands of mammals, they formed the Draconic Confederation. The purpose of the DCF was to aid member worlds and to seek a faster-than-light drive. Their rocket ships were bigger but much slower than the fast maneuverable ships of the mammals. Thus the reptilians tended to lose out to the mammalian races in any endeavor. The Confederation was successful in social programs and in organizing large colonization fleets. They had less success developing a faster-than-light drive. Thus, the early voyages took place in chemical and nuclear-powered rocket ships, crewed by long-lived dragons or reptiles kept on ice for the duration of the voyage. One small consolation to the Confederation was that the mammals had also failed to develop a faster-than-light drive. It seemed that going faster than the speed of light was an impossibility. Around 1200 AD Earth time, the Confederation scientists received a distress call radio signal from a reptilian race that had gone extinct 60 million years earlier on Earth. Since it only should have taken 30 years for the signal to reach them, this was a puzzle the Confederation had to investigate. A radio signal that could travel through time as well as space might be useful in the development of faster-than-light rocket ships. A colonization fleet was sent on its way and spent the next 3 centuries traveling 30 light-years to the Sol system and Earth. The fleet had just entered the Sol system when it encountered heavy solar winds. Thus, by the time the 100-ship fleet orbited Earth in 1540 AD, they were dangerously low on landing fuel. For the next year, over 3-day intervals, one ship after another tried to land in a zone roughly from Manitoulin Island, Ontario, to Long Point, Ontario. Some of the rocket ships made it, some didn't, and some vanished in shifting sands, mud flats, and the thick, tall forests which covered Ontario at that time. This was the time the Native Americans talk of when they retell of the sky canoes. Over in Europe, the records show bright meteors sailing over the European night sky about 1 every 3 days and heading west over the horizon. Thousands of Confederation colonists didn't survive the landing. Thousands more died in the first few years due to conflicts with the Indians and other hazards, but tens of thousands more managed to survive and set the stamp of the Confederation in the New World. This was the time of the split in the Church and the Inquisition. The Church was in danger of ceasing to exist and needed some dramatic new mission to save it. Pope Leo XXIII was the man for the job. When Indian tales were passed on to him, by 16th century explorers of intelligent reptilian races settled in the interior of the New World, he sent out the best men to make contact with the star races. So while the reformers got much of Europe, the Catholic Church got the Draconians. Laura aboard Starliner 101, pointing to the future site of the St. William's Forestry Station. Thus ends Dragon Warp Part 1 by Agafu Parax.